start giving information of you.
Okay, good evening all. A warm welcome to all of you. Though we are having this connectivity issue, we'll start as per the edition of OHR. We try to start at 7:45, which time we have already declared. Now I have to play dual role. I have to admit people also, and at the same time I have to speak also.
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah. So I will not take much time. I will just give you brief idea about OHR. What is OHR? OHR is only HR. We have started this forum 8 years back. One of my friend Jitendra Pence and myself, when we were in hospital industry, that time also we have started one forum, informal forum, I will say, of all hospitals in and around Pune and PCMC area. That was our first experience of having such a informal group. Then I left hotel industry. Jitendra Pence also left hotel industry, and again after a gap of 2 years we met again. And then
Okay. Can you just give me a second, Prashant? Can others go on mute?
yeah, somebody is.
Yeah.
I will mute him. Yes, 1 minute.
Please, all others go on mute so that we can hear Prashant properly. Yeah,
Then
Prashant,
that
please
time
continue.
again after a gap of 2 years again we met, and then we discussed why not to start a forum which will have open for all, not only for hospital. And this need we felt because many times it happens that hello.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Okay.
I think all are on mute.
पुन्हा तरी माईक चालू आहे मला वाटतं.
नाही. Please continue.
Yeah, so then we started initially informal group of OHR. At that time we were having various limitations, means we don't have a conference hall, and but somehow people gathered, they help us, and then we had our first meeting. I still remember that we had first meeting on domestic inquiry. We called our inquiry officer, and we all called all HR colleagues, my assistants, and from reference only. And everybody liked that idea of knowledge sharing, because many times what happens, these middle level HR officers or junior officers, they don't have access to knowledge. Many times company gave them responsibility of a manager or deputy manager post, but they don't have that much knowledge where they should go, where they will get this information, or where they will get a skill to perform their new role. So that idea came from there, and then we started this forum. And till date, from last 8 years, we have conducted 97 such a meetings, knowledge sharing meeting. Means religiously every month we are having these meetings. 2 years back we were having these offline meetings either in Maratha Chamber of Commerce or any school or colleges hall. And due to COVID, now from last 2 years we are having online. But that knowledge sharing journey is still on, even though COVID not able to stop us, I will say. And we have received very good response also. And now we have also formed this trust. There are all senior persons on our trust like Sudhir Pathak, Vipin Gate, Shailendra Deshpande, then Aniket Nilekar, Sachin Landge. They are all holding good post in corporate positions, corporate companies. So this is all short about OHR. We are also having this paid program for corporate and open training sessions also. Just for your knowledge, we are having this tomorrow one online session on win-win collective bargaining. And this is our third batch for HR professional those want to information on collective bargaining. So this is a short introduction of OHR. So I will now request Ujwala madam to take it further and please. Hello.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Yeah. Can you hear me all?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay. So I welcome everyone here in this session. We are here to celebrate International Women's Day. Actually, it was on 8th March, but we are celebrating it today. We have honorable speakers on board right now. Rajashree Kulkarni, Mrs. Rajashree Kulkarni, who is Director of Study Overseas Counseling Center. She has her venture in Mumbai. Um Advocate Shubhada Reddy, she has not joined it. She could not join actually, but she may come on this session. Dr. Vinita Apte, who is founder director of TERRE Policy Center. She was actress, writer, speaker, and poet and newsreader also. Dr. Priya Kamble, who is an Ayurvedic doctor by qualification, and she is doing consulting also, as well as she is founder and director of Myspy, which is a range of spas in Pune. Now, when we are saying that International Women's Day, actually our Indian culture is all about families and family relationship, in which ideally woman has a great respect as mother, sister, wife, daughter, etc. So we have conscious of appreciating women every day. Still, International Women's Day gives us an opportunity to celebrate existence of all women on earth and show our respect towards them. We know many stories from mythology and actual history where women are known not only for their beauty but for their wisdom and courage also. And likewise, today we have invited very thoughtful speakers who have not only marked their footprints in their business sector, but their business activities itself contributes in building up society and nation. As we say, building up nation, youth is the future of our society. And our first speaker, Mrs. Rajashree Kulkarni, is always there to guide the youth in getting education abroad through her venture, Study Overseas Counseling Center. I'm sure she has a lot of experiences and she has a lot of to share in knowledge and experiences with us. So I request Rajashree first to start or should share her experience with us and her journey also. Can I hand over it to Rajashree, please? Rajashree? Yeah, you have to unmute Rajashree first.
Hello. Yeah, thank you, Ujwala. Good evening to all.
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Rajashree Kulkarni, Director of Study Overseas Counseling Center. I think a brief introduction has been given by Ujwala for Study Overseas Counseling Center. I will be sharing with you some of my experiences in the whole journey. This is the first point which I would like to talk about, is when we say that somebody is doing a business, it is always in our mind that there is a background in the family, or maybe somebody is going to guide them, the person who is going to do the business, or maybe the person is young, energetic, and has a wide vision. Like today's youth have the startups. Or maybe you and your spouse are doing a business and you are a partner. Many times I have seen that ladies are the silent partners. But all this has proved wrong in my case. As I started my business at the young age of 45, after working in bank for almost 25 years. The company is a proprietorship and I have to deal with students. I sent the students abroad for higher education. The competitors in this field were all established companies having offices in entire India. To stand upright in front of them was not easy task. Communicating with overseas universities and getting associated with them was a challenge. Some of the universities invited, and for some, I have to visit the country and the university to get to know how they are running, what exactly they do. This was really daunting. I remember I promoted Singapore education in my earlier days when it was famous for travel destination. I was given an opportunity to promote education by the Singapore Education Ministry. I felt I was honored, but there were a lot of difficulties which I had to face in between. In case of Muscat, I had an opportunity to give a lecture for Indian students. But again, there was a prior permission from the ministry, which was mandatory. So again, the problem came. Ultimately, it was solved, but the problem came. Various different rules of different countries, visa processes, which varies a lot. When the point system of the UK study visa was changed, I was invited to attend the lecture at London. It was to give a correct guidance to the students. Because normally what happens, I hear say something and I do it. Or maybe I go to Google and I get the news. But this was one-to-one, which was given to us by the education ministry. Now to do something in life for people, especially youth, was my focus. Because after graduation, I took a job as a lecturer in the college. Interacting with them, I realized that they need guidance for selection of the stream or even for further education. I decided to work on those lines. In between, I got a job in bank, and as usual, as coming from a middle class family, I was convinced to take the job, and I took the job. At that time, many questions came in my mind, but ultimately, I have to accept the job of the bank. The passion for teaching never ended. And in my mind, a lot of questions were erupted to get the answer. One fine day, I resigned from the bank after working for almost 25 years and purchased a small office near my house, giving priority to my family members. I got the answer for myself and I started the company and named Study Overseas Counseling Center. The name itself was self-explanatory. Aim to help students to go abroad for higher education. I do not really know how the company expanded its wings, and there were three branch offices. So, three offices which were ultimately the branches. Each day was challenging. A lot of difficulties and efforts used to end my day. I used to think why there are only 24 hours in a day and why not more? People used to laugh at me. They say, why you work so hard? But then I knew that whatever I feel like doing, I have to do it. I feel if you have a wish and a will, you can succeed to achieve your dream. In the entire journey, there were instances which made me strong and individually confident to take my own decisions. One case I would like to narrate out of many, where I had to take a stand and help students. I remember it was a month of July, the rainy season. All roads were full of water, the traffic jam. Who have visited Mumbai, they know in rainy season it is really horrible. At least one or two such type of water clogging are very common. One of my students, she was stuck up in the traffic. She wanted to come and meet me. I'm going to give her some guidance for the education loan. Her mother was a government servant. Her mother was also helping her to get the finances and keep her whatever she has, to mortgage the property and give support to the girl. It so happened that the mother was, when she was also working in that particular time, she was held up in the water and she had to walk a lot of distance. And ultimately, it turned out to be the leptospirosis. She got it in that. That time there were many cases. She was admitted in the hospital. The student was unable to arrange the funds. Ultimately, she came to me. She cried. She said, "Ma'am, I withdraw." It was very shocking. I felt bad after understanding the case. I connected with the bank officials where she was about to get the education loan. I told the bank officer about the case in detail. I said, I can become the guarantor for the student, but please sanction the loan for her. To my surprise, it happened. The student went to Germany, she got the visa, she did her biomedical engineering post graduation, and now she's successfully working in a very big company at a very high post. I'm still touch with all my students, and I know there is a real good bonding between. There are many examples that have given me upside down moments and taught me many things. Initially, the number of girls were negligible. When I started, the ratio of girls to boys was very low. But today, the situation has changed. I find many girls going for higher education and parents are supporting them. One another case I remember where a girl came to my office and told me that she wants to go abroad for higher education. Obviously, with filling up the form, I asked for the family history. I came to know that this girl has been adopted by a couple, officially adoption. And because of the dispute in the family, the girl was transferred to Mumbai at one of her father's friends. The girl had no money, but a strong ambition to go abroad for education. Father was not ready to share money. When I came to know about this, I contacted the father and I asked him to support the girl. He refused. After giving a legal notice to him, he shared some money and I could send the girl abroad. At that moment, I realized that my knowledge of the law has helped me here to send the girl. My bonding with her became so strong that I treated her as my daughter. Another instance where a couple came to me and told me that they have twins, a boy and a girl. The father said, I'm not in a position to spend money on both of them. I would prefer to send my son abroad and then think of a girl in future. I knew the future will never come. He told me, anyway, she's going to get married and leave the house. The girl was feeling very sad. For me, this was a challenge situation. I managed to convince the parents. Education is so important in life. Knowledge makes a person wiser. The critical thinking of the situation can be achieved with education. Education is to be given to every child, whether it is a girl or a boy. And to my surprise, after talking for half an hour with them, the father said, "Yes, madam, whatever you have said is true. I will take a loan," because earlier he was not going to take a educational loan. He was going to spend from his pocket. So I said, for one, you take a educational loan, and he agreed for that. You will not believe, on that particular day, I was so happy. You know, I really have achieved something in life, converting someone or or changing the thought of a person. Maybe one parent, but yes, I could do that. I have tackled some cases where gender bias has resulted in insulting a girl child. After completing my law degree, I was advising couples for their married problems. Education play a very vital role in anybody's life. I am happy to support many young boys and girls and look forward to help them in future. There are many cases to narrate. Now today I'm not going to talk about the procedural part because that is not uh, in connection with today's talk. For inspiration, but I feel I must give chance to others to talk as well, to prove that professors never stop talking. This remark I've been getting every time wherever I start talking. He said, now please give chance to others. So I feel that today, at least I will give chance to the eminent speakers to give their views. Thank you for giving me an opportunity, Ujwala Madam and Itap Sir, to express my thoughts in brief. Anybody has questions, kindly ask me. I'll be more than happy to help. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rajashree. Actually, education
Yes.
is definitely a base of human being in
Yes.
development, and
Yes.
you are actually guiding our youth, which is very good actually. So moving on to the next speaker, Dr. Priya Kamble, who realized how much de-stressing mind plays an important role in overall health when she was practicing as family physician, and she decided to start traditional and modern spa therapies, which she says plays a role in preventing many health issues which occur because of stressed body and mind. So definitely we would like to know all the experiences and your knowledge about it, Dr. Priya. So please, I request you to have your session.
Thank you, Ujwala. Very happy evening to all of you and a happy Women's Day. Every day is a Women's Day for me. So happy Women's Day. And I'm Dr. Priya Kamble Shivsat. I'm very thankful to OHR platform, Mr. Prashant and Miss Ujwala for inviting me here today. I will introduce me as a mom to a 21-year-old son and a 9-month-old puppy. Also, I am an Ayurveda doctor, yoga consultant, a lifestyle coach, and founder, owner, and director of Myspy. I started my journey in my profession uh, in 2000 as a family physician. After practicing for 10 and a half years, I realized that what Ayurveda says, prevention is better than cure. I wanted to implement that. For that purpose, I uh, incorporated traditional Ayurveda therapies, the modern spa therapies, so that I can give something good to the society so that they can prevent the disease itself. I thought of, I did some courses in spa and beauty as well. Did my spa management in 2010. And depending upon my experience and my qualification, I started getting many job opportunities abroad as well. That was very lucrative, but then I thought of my own creation, and I wanted to believe in my own strength, my creation, and own my own brand. That's how Myspy started. When I started talking about the spa, because I used to call it spa, people raised eyebrows, many had doubts, many said, why are you starting a spa? And it was looked upon as a taboo. I was not from a business family background. I didn't have an MBA degree, and somehow I could not do malpractice in my medical profession. So I felt that I need to do something which brings smile on people's faces, which they can relax their body, mind, and soul itself. Being a yoga consultant and yoga trainer, I used to feel people should relax their body, mind, and soul, not only body. So I believed in my concept. I started my brand as Myspy in 2011. The transition from a family physician to a spa owner wasn't that smooth as it sounded. And I had a lot of challenges, financial as well as like people were asking questions. But some passion was there, and I wanted to believe in my ideas, my creation, and I did that. I overcome many hurdles, and I'm proud to say that today we are in 11th year, and we are having 3 branches all over Pune with 20 plus members. Also, I take pride in saying that my spa is 90% female-driven organization. There were many highs and lows in my profession as a spa owner. It took me 3 years to get stabilized or to get a hold on business, then to set a system right, to get a guaranteed income from my business, and think of expansion. So now today I have 3 branches in Pune. We have catered thousands of guests, and we have happy customers, 99% happy customers, and we are very proud in saying that. Also, I believed in like when you want to succeed, that time the consistency, the focus, upgradation of your knowledge matters a lot. And that's what I kept on doing. I do it with my organization. I keep them updating with the latest trends. The training is an ongoing process. Also, I'm into lifestyle and yoga coachings for the corporates. We have done few, and because of COVID, little break has been there. But we'll be soon starting the corporate trainings and all. We have corporate tie-ups. People believe in us now. It is a like health destination or a family spa, you can say. People come here, go with their uh, smiling faces. Basically, we deal into chronic pains, the sports injuries, then the panchakarma, purvakarma, panchakarma. So we are catering to the prevention method and curative method, but more into prevention. And I have experienced that a female, when decides for a venture, so not in my case, but I've seen she gets a less support to get into business or become an entrepreneur. Because I also realize I have become an entrepreneur by the time, like after starting my organization, I realized it in some time that I became an entrepreneur. So when the COVID hit, it was a low time. So instead of giving up, I just reminded myself that many people's families are dependent on my spa, and I have created an employment for them. Now it's my responsibility towards them. So we didn't give up in the COVID at all. And now we are standing again with our chin up. And that's how, means 2 years had been little tough, but now we are again in the momentum. So we are doing great, in fact. Now, just a moment. I'm so sorry. I won't like to extend this thing, my session more, but I would like to share my lessons learned or the experiences during this journey of my life. So I, first of all, I felt a woman can help a woman in a far better way, which I experienced when I started my venture. And that time I needed some funds plus support. It's not only always finance, but you need moral support, physical support. So there were many of my female friends, my female relatives who were more supportive towards me. So I am so grateful for that support. Till today, I just can't forget that. I want to be, and I try to be, an inspiration for the people around me. So there is one example which came along. Um, my employees, some of them want to own their own venture. They want to become an entrepreneur. And most importantly, I inspired my son to be an entrepreneur. He already started his own company, a small startup. He's just 21 years old, and I could inspire him, not directly, but indirectly. And I'm very proud of that. Third thing is, like, whatever you do with the passion and consistency will lead you to the success. No matter which field, which organization you work for, or what kind of work yours is. If you have passion for that work, definitely success will come to you. That is what I realized in my journey. And I was not so confident and not so outspoken. But today I have at least the confidence to sit in front of you and talk about my life journey and share my story. So I'm thankful that you all are listening. And also, I believe many women, they face this problem. In my family too, they face this problem, that time management. So I believe if you do a proper time management, you can balance your personal, professional, social, and spiritual life. That's what it's all about, time management and priorities. So any woman can do that. Fifth thing which I wanted to share is, like, I always inspire or motivate my staff or the females around me, especially, to develop themselves more rather than complaining, I don't have this, that. Uh, I ask them to develop their inner core, build their confidence, and then work towards their goals. Then we have life. Everyone has a life which is full of choices. Every turn you will get to, you have to make few choices. And yes, some may not work, but you have to take responsibility of your choices and deal with it. And many of them will lead to your success, personal or professional. So that is how I learned all these things through my life journey. And ups and downs will come and go, but you have to be firm and believe in yourself. So this is what I feel about myself and Myspy. And Myspy is a brand in itself. And today we have survived, we have sustained tough times. So I'm very proud of that. Also, I wanted to uh, say something about OHR. Uh, as Prashant said, in OHR, they are conducting knowledge sharing sessions. So I feel, if you share your knowledge, if you give your knowledge to others, your knowledge is going to multiply. And that's what OHR is doing. And I really feel very good about it. I'm thankful for being here, basically. And Rajashree, you're doing a great job. because even though I'm educated and all these things, but we do face problems. People do face problem when they want to send their children abroad, and you're guiding them. You're doing the best. Thank you. So here I conclude my session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Priya. It was really nice hearing you. And yes, in spa industry, standing strong is really difficult, which you have done. So that's really great journey of yours. Now we can say that in India, we have a large number of population living in rural areas. And our next speaker, Shubhada Reddy, Mrs. Shubhada Reddy, has her venture which works on government projects which are into development infrastructure in rural areas. But then Shubhada never limits it to the business activity only, but she takes this opportunity to connect to people living in rural area and helps them to overcome their problems and helps them in self-development also. Shubhada had joined right now. Right, Shubhada?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. So, yeah,
Yes.
so please, I request you
My
to.
video is off. My video is off.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. You can start your session. You
Yes,
can please
you
share your
can start the
experiences.
video. You start the video. From
Okay.
your side, video is off.
Is it Prashant? Can you help her?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Namaskar. I am Advocate Shubhada Reddy Shastri. I am from Latur, the Earthquake Center of 1990s and the Water Disaster Center for many years. I am living in Latur for many years, like 40 years. And I started my venture in 1983 as a metal means, you know, the khadi, the metal, stone metal. Uh, I have my 3 stone crushers in Latur, and it is helping for the infrastructure as road, tar roads, and building material. This is a very odd situation to me to run like this metal crusher. But I started it with some rural laborers and to my managers, which are very helpful to me. And I remember a manager of mine, Uttareshwar Deshmane. He is a good person. He very much helpful to me for running this crusher. And I'm as a education, I'm an advocate, but never go to court for advocacy. But my advocacy help to the peoples in rural and urban area, which is very helpful to them and as well me. And in 83, 84, I have my child, my girl child, Prajakta, and now she is 36-year old and having her architect. She is in Pune, and I have a 11 years granddaughter, Ridhima. And I am a proud grandmother and a mother of 2 females. And that is the main of our women, and we have our Defendum school in Latur, and I provide still the sanitary napkins monthly for the uh, female child. This is my purpose to have health for them, and they are conscious about their personal hygiene. This is my a little uh, that I can do this with my own. Even that when I am at my center. I never took my personal tiffin with me. I am having lunch with all my staff, what they provide by my company in the mess. It is uh, very different wa- nature of mine. I have that still I am having lunch with all my laborers, and they are very grateful that ये मैडम आप ये हमारे साथ खाती हो जो भी हम आप प्रोवाइड करते हो. So this is my nature, and I I'm running a bank also that's called Latur Urban Cooperative Bank, and we have a branch in Pune also at Luglanagar. And in my bank, I'm proudly speaking that I have 50% female staff in my bank, and more than 7 or 8 branches. I have manager, female manager in my bank. And this is the little try of myself that I have the courage in the females that you can run the bank, you can have that strength that you can. They are highly qualified, just that MCOM, CA, all that. GD and A, they passed. But I took the initiative for that you should take the manager as a female. And this is a little achievement for women by myself. And in my infrastructure, I have too many infrastructures in Maharashtra government as road constructions. I have too many hundreds of kilometers road in Maharashtra, not only my Marathwada side, but also in Nagpur, Pune, Kolhapur. I have that sites, and I conduct these sites also, and I run all over Maharashtra for my business. And in this journey, I I make too many people as a friend, and every person is lovely for me because their nature, their perspective to the work is helpful to me in every sense. So I believe that if you are good, you are friendly, the people are friendly to you. बीटर बीटर जो भी है मेरा जो एक्सपीरियंसेस बीटर, लेकिन I don't have explained that because many people are surrounding to me, and I can't explain. But okay, I have and I enjoy this journey with my husband, and he is also engineer in my business and have a very uh, sweet nature, and so I can do the odds in my life. This is very odd that a lady can run a infrastructure business that's stone crusher. And nowadays, if I'm going uh, towards any infrastructure stone crusher, I can have that knowledge that this is right or wrong, and I can guide anybody that how stone crusher is erected. So this is my knowledge, and this is the odd in all sense, being a lady nobody can do this, but I can drive JCBs, trucks, loaders, because this is my job, I think, and I I do that now also. I can drive 12 tires वाली जो truck रहती है heavy वाली. So this is my life and this is my success in every odds. In COVID, I provide daily 150 tiffins from my side to all the laborers who had no jobs in COVID for 2 years. And I provide them medication. I provide them uh, lunch and dinner. And one more thing I provide from my side to my laborers. Laborers is my family. I believe in that. And I um, I provide them for the marriages of their children, and I provide some educational educational जो भी लगता है वो I still provide them. And so this is my life, and my family is only me and my husband and my single only daughter. But in other sense, I have many more families. Yeah, and I have that I am a mother of all these my laborers, my staff, because if I angry with them, they can't eat single roti without my smile. This is my achievement. And rural areas, there is a different nature of work and different nature of peoples also. So I um, I have some turbulences in my journey, but okay, I have that lessons, and I gone through some problems, but it is over. Today, I am very much satisfied with my job, which is with my all labors. Like if you can you know the Vadar Samaj, Vadar, they are with the stones and crushing the stones, and they are my friends. They they give me the chance to have with them, to chat with them, to have celebrate some festivals with them. And this is a different experience of mine. And the milestone of my work is in Pune, that Sassoon building of new Sassoon building is built by Reddy Construction, and uh, and other great work is that our ex-speaker, Shri Shivraji Patil Sapurkar's home house is built by myself. And in Delhi, his in is some work I am having with Shivraj Patil Sapurkarji, and he is my family friend. And having all these experiences, I am good with these odd experiences with me. Now I'm doing some counseling in rural ladies for the early marriages and early children's and too many children's. I'm doing that work nowadays for you don't do that. At least 18 is the marriage age for mm, your ladki, and at least you have one or two childs. And I'm doing successfully this venture in my life. And this is all my story. And I am very much thankful for ORH, that's only HRs
HR.
and
Only HR, only HR.
HR. Yeah, only HR. I thankful all your team and Ujjwala for giving me the opportunity to say this. And I'm thankful all these ladies having with me, and you, Ujjwala, you you have a good organizer, I thought, and
Thank you.
best of luck for your next ventures. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Shubhada. Actually, yes, working in rural area is really difficult, I feel, because I have never gone to rural areas, so we live in
I
city
know.
only. So we don't know what problems
All
are there in
ladies
rural
living,
areas.
you are ladies living in metros. Can't believe that how rural area
Yeah,
is.
yeah, correct. So definitely you must be having a lot of experiences to share. Um,
Yes, I have
yes,
many more.
yeah, yeah. So
Thank you.
thank you so much for your speech. Now we will move to Vinita Apte, Mrs. Vinita Apte, who is working on environment actually. She is working on a bigger space, or we can say bigger stage, because right now we are having a lot of problems in pollution, and we know that if we don't save environment, then we are not safe. So we definitely want to hear from you, Vinita, and I request you to conduct your session and your journey from professional services to social services now. So please conduct your session.
Thank you, Ujjwala. Thanks for this wonderful opportunity for all the OHR team. You are doing an excellent job, and especially what I heard about the knowledge sharing, I really feel that is the need of the era. For any sort of knowledge, we have to share and we have to incorporate many people. So thanks for this wonderful opportunity and to know about OHR. And we will definitely get connected hereafter also. So I'm Dr. Vinita Apte, founder and director of TERRE Policy Center. TERRE means Earth in French, and we stand for Technology, Education, Research, and Rehabilitation for the Environment. I came to this environment field is not my aim. It was not even my goal, because I started my career in nationalized bank. And during that time, our era of nationalized bank is like we have started with the ledgers, and means I'm the person who saw the pace of the total decades of banking towards the mechanization and those things. So during the banking time, I I worked in bank for 26 years. In even like cashier, the post of cashier till the liaison. And during that period, I was anchor, TV coordinator, writer, actress, and so many things. Whatever it comes to the my life journey, I used to take it. So it was a vast networking because of bank and the other activities. So during that time, I was a little bit upset with my bank because I worked more than 25 years. And when my due promotion was there, somebody else from the outsider, they picked up and put him up to on my head. So I was a little bit upset. And I thought, okay, there's no value for loyalty. Of course, eventually I feel that whatever happens for your own good, and which was my motto also. I always used to tell this sentence to each and every person who comes across with me with some failure or some kind of annoying incidences. So eventually it proves that that time I didn't get promoted was good for my life journey, because then I turned to start looking for the other opportunities. And during my one of the foreign tour, it was for my Marathi programs. I have came across with the work of United Nations Environment Program, which I saw there are lots of publications which is really good for the children, but those are not circulated or coming up to the grassroots. So I picked up some of those publications. I get it to here to India. I got it translated. Marathi I myself translated, but Marathi and Hindi I did on my own. Then other 5 languages like Urdu, Bengali, Tamil, and so on. I get translated through my bank's resources. And we have distributed at the Pan India project for children awareness in environment. And then I started applying for United Nations entities. But at that time, my friend, philosopher, and guide, we can say, Mr. Rajendra Shende, who was director of Ozone Action Program, and I got some guidance from him, and he said that you apply on your own, and if you get a chance, you can come to Paris and start working on it. So then eventually I got the opportunity to serve for the United Nations. I got through the interviews and everything, but that time the United Nations Environment Program promoted the person who was already working in that organization. So that my chance was gone. But then the authorities asked me, then if you want to work as a consultant, I said yes. And then I took the consultancy for 4 5 years. I was working in United Nations Environment Program Paris. I used to submit my projects, whatever I wanted to work with government, with liaising with government and with the countries. So I have at that time I have traveled across the world. Many times on weekends, I used to come to India because my daughters were studying over here, and I had the responsibility of family also. Because everyone knows, if the husband is got some opportunity to go abroad and work, the wives never thought of anything of their career, and they used to go with him. But when a wife got the opportunity, not a single husband can come with her. So my husband was here and my family was here in India, and I was in Paris for 3 4 years. But I took that assignment as a consultant, and uh, I implemented the projects of communication education and implemented those in 198 most of the countries. So that was a vast experience for me. And during that time, I was not that kind of person that I will go abroad and work. I wanted to come back for my own India and to work on a social business. So during in between that my consultancy period, I came whenever I used to come to India, I talked to many people to start an NGO or any trust. And then I registered my trust in 2009 and started working a little bit. Whichever project I could submit and I could get some funding from United Nations, I used to work over India for that small funding. And for my all projects, whatever I have submitted, I need to completed that during the time frame. So I completed those all those projects which I have submitted till 2012, and then I started full-fledged working on TERRE Policy Center. So in last 10 years, I have worked on climate change. Especially, we are civil society partners for United Nations, UNFCCC. I am a special observer status for ECOSOC, and we are working on forest development, watershed development in the rural areas. When I was working in Bank of Maharashtra, I used to go for rural branches many times, and I know means I used to know get to know the people, the women, how we could help them, and how we could utilize their energies for any projects, and that I have implemented in TERRE also. So those kind of rural empowerments, women empowerment and youth empowerment is my motto in TERRE Policy Center. And I would like to tell Shubhada that I visited Latur many times when Vilasrao Deshmukh was a chief minister.
Yes,
And
yes.
the house which you told about Shivraj Patil Chakurkar, I have visited that because
Oh,
and
yes.
of course we didn't meet that time, but see the world is so small, and earth is round and round, so we are met
Please
here.
do visit if you came, Latur.
Yeah, next time I will
We
definitely.
will meet. We will
We
meet.
will start
Yes,
some collaborative project through OHR also. So
definitely.
during last 10 years, we have planted more than 2 lakhs big plants in Maharashtra and all over India, and 95% survival rate is there. So we have made a lot of oxygen parks, and last 2 years during the pandemic, everyone knows what is the cost of the oxygen. So that we have
The
started,
concept
and
oxygen park is very nice.
yeah, so this year also I have started this because this is we are celebrating Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav. So we have started with the concept that we will implement this Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav is an opportunity for creating oxygen parks, and we are going to create 75 oxygen parks all over the India. And of course, I think, and I will have some funding from CSR people, and I will go for it. Then we have one more Pan India project, it's an environment awareness project called TERRE Olympiad. This is the first ever Olympiad on environment TERRE Policy Center have started. There are many other projects. The few others are Dr. Kalam Fellowship, which we have organized for the 18 to 25 years youth for the innovative programs. And recently we have connected with International Ocean Institute, and we are going to start one course for the layman's for ocean governance and to know the ocean more. So it is to know the environment beyond the land. So I always tell that if you want to run a good business, there needs to be a nice environment. And not only in business, not only at home, but if the world is going with a nice environment, there is a future, and there will be a future for all businesses. That's all. Thank you.
थँक्यू सो मच विनीता. तुमचं काम खूपच मोठं आहे खरंच, आणि डेफिनेटली HR लोक आय एम शुअर गोइंग टू हेल्प यू इन CSR फंडिंग ऑल्सो once they know about all these activities. So we have done with sessions of all the speakers. So if anybody wants to ask any question, if anybody wants to know more anything about, then please.
Vinita, can you help me to know the concept of oxygen park? In another section, we chat in person.
No, I will tell in a very short. I really means I'm always talk in a short so that people also have to think in between. So oxygen park is none other than plantation, but the plants which are giving a highest oxygen that you need to plant. And it may be a small area, and you can plant the 25 plants which will be grow faster. Means you need to plant it is about 18 to 20 feet plants in that area, and then the most indigenous plants and the plants which are giving the most oxygens, that called is oxygen park. So it is none other than plantation. You can go for a small area and you can plant 25 to 30 plants, but you can see the
Nice
change
concept,
in the weather.
oxygen park.
You
Yes.
can see the change in the weather. Means it is really fun to see the transformation of that kind of area.
I'm going to ask one question to all the speakers. फक्त मी मराठीमध्ये विचारते and you people can answer in any language, in English or Marathi, whatever you feel comfortable with. या वर्षीची आपली इंटरनॅशनल वुमन्स डे ची थीम जी आहे ती आहे जेंडर इक्वॅलिटी टुडे फॉर सस्टेनेबल टुमॉरो. सो जेंडर इक्वॅलिटी अजून आपण तेवढी अचीव्ह केलेली नाहीये. दो वी आर ट्राईंग टू आय थिंक सगळे सोसायटी मधले इवन गव्हर्नमेंट्स आर ट्राईंग टू हेल्प वुमेन टू ग्रो आणि एका जेंडर इक्वॅलिटी प्लॅटफॉर्मवर आपल्याला आणायचा प्रयत्न करतायत. बट व्हॉट डू यू थिंक की अजून काय एफर्ट्स घेतले गेले पाहिजेत आणि कुठल्या कुठल्या लेवलला? येस शुभ्रा प्लीज.
जेंडर इक्वॅलिटी मध्ये मला प्रामुख्याने असं वाटतं की पहिल्यांदी आपण म्हणजे बाई स्त्रीला जेव्हा आपण कम्पेअर करणं सोडून देऊ तेव्हा सगळ्या स्त्रिया आपण एका प्लॅटफॉर्मवर येऊ आणि नंतर आपण द नेक्स्ट जेंडर साठी आपण लढू. व्हेरी फर्स्ट आपण एकमेकींना समजून घेतो. आपण फार म्हणजे आता लाईक मी रुरल एरिया मधून आहे तर इथे अगदी म्हणजे बाईच्या दिसण्यापासून तिच्या नवऱ्याने कमवलेल्या पैशापासून तिची कॅटेगरी ठरते. तर मला असं वाटतं की वर्ल्ड वाईड जेव्हा बायका एकमेकींना समजून घेतील तर मग आपण पुरुषांशी बरोबरी करायला थोड्याशा जास्त सक्षम. तसंच एखादा पुरुष दुसऱ्या पुरुषाला समजून घेतला तर हे जेव्हा आपण एका प्लॅटफॉर्मवर येऊ ना तेव्हा आपण स्त्री पुरुष इक्वॅलिटी मध्ये जो आपल्याला लढा चाललाय त्याच्याशी आपण दोघी सक्षम होऊ असं मला वाटतं.
Daddy?
Dear everybody, you are getting
Can
hacked.
या विनीता.
You are getting.
¿Cómo estás?
Is somebody
¿Cómo
is on
estás?
there is some noise.
Yeah, someone has to. Everybody needs to go on mute.
And when it,
¿Cómo
which
estás?
language?
What is this?
Emeritus, who is that?
You son of a bitch! You think you can mute us?
I know,
Hey,
bitches.
Vinita, why you look like a dead ass bitch?
Why you look?
Something
Why you
wrong
look
is
like
going
a
on.
potato? Pakistanian.
Okay, that's kind of racist. Okay, don't say
I
that.
know,
Okay,
bro.
wait,
I know,
wait, wait.
All right, we waiting.
Hey guys, next Zoom bomb, let's actually try to prank people.
Next Zoom bomb, we should do that, bro.
Pakistan.
Wait, what should we do in the next Zoom bomb? Oh, Ujjwala is calling the cops on us. Oh, we're too scared.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir. I didn't understand you.
Is this a math class?
It is Adolphus, ACE. These two are people or so what? They have mic on.
Oh, did you?
No, it's
Halt
called
deine
a
scheiß
Zoom
Fresse.
bomb.
Sorry.
Oh my God, they're calling the cops on us, guys. Let's run. Oh no, I'm so scared.
So what are
Yo,
we learning
by the
again?
way,
What are we learning again?
we're learning how to sleep with your mom. Bro, Nokia, my guy, that's some good chips. That's some good chips, my guy. Yeah, I'm moving on to the next Zoom bomb. No, there's no Zoom
Okay.
bomb. Yeah, oi, let's go to the next Zoom bomb.
Prashant, one more.
What?
नाही हा स्पोर्ट्स मध्येच घुसलेला
Okay.
आहे.
I guess yes.
कुठून आले सगळे
So
गँग एवढे?
Vinita,
गेले गेले
We
सगळे
don't know.
गेले ना? काढले सगळे काढले आता.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes, Vinita,
okay.
please, please.
No worries.
Yeah.
When we are talking about the gender balance, it should be means of course it should be started from our houses. I mean, right from the age of infant. But that is apart. Apart from that, I think की official level ला सुद्धा gender balance हा असायला पाहिजे. म्हणजे मी युरोपियन किंवा इतर कुठल्याही ऑर्गनायझेशन्स बघते, there is always a rule that gender balance should maintain in the office premises also. And even in TERRE policy center, we used to see the gender balance is there. If there are 3 girls are working, 3 boys has to be there. So that kind of thing. But means whenever I work in this forest area and all, I feel really ashamed because the government म्हणजे आपल्या सरकारमध्ये सुद्धा फॉरेस्ट ऑफिसर्स किंवा फॉरेस्ट गार्ड जे आहेत ते इनव्हेरिएबली पुरुष जमातच तिथे नेमली जाते आणि त्याही पेक्षा आता खूप मुली या फील्डमध्ये यायला लागल्या आहेत पण त्यांना हॅरॅस केलं जातं. सो ही जी हॅरॅसमेंट आहे ही आपल्याला जर थांबवायची असेल तर त्याच्यामध्ये बायकांचा सहभाग असणं खूप महत्वाचं आहे. म्हणजे मेनी टाइम्स आय फील not only this kind of harassment, but there are many other women also there. They are going to take advantage of such rules like domestic violence or sexual harassment and those kind of things. And the people are taking advantage of their less knowledge, or maybe they are instigating them to put the cases like this for their own, for the women benefit. And that is why the other ladies also, other women are also not be supporting to such kind of people. Just now I'm handling one case of one bank, that there is a lady who have just put the case of sexual harassment to her seniors just because she couldn't complete the target. And the people from union are supporting her, and when the committee went to meet her and all, she didn't come in front of any committee. So that is wrong. So when we are talking about the gender balance and all, we have to think about such kind of hindrances which is instigation of from the male members to the female members who are not that strong, and that will be always there. So म्हणजे आपण जर काही महिलांचं शिक्षण करणार असू किंवा त्यांना त्यांच्या हक्कांची जाणीव करून देणार असू, तर ज्यांच्यावरती खरंच डोमेस्टिक व्हायलन्स होतो किंवा खरंच ज्यांना जिल्हा परिषद लेव्हलला किंवा शुभदा मॅडम म्हणतात तसं अगदी अतिशय तळागाळातल्या बायकांवर जेव्हा हे होतं की त्यांना म्हणजे त्यांची परिस्थितीच अशी आहे की त्या गोष्टीला शरण जाण्याशिवाय पर्याय नसतो, अशा लोकांचा आवाज कधी बाहेर येतच नाही. पण दुसऱ्या बाजूला खूप अशा प्रकारचा लो ऍडव्हान्टेज घेणाऱ्या बायका त्याच ठिकाणी असतात आणि मग त्यामुळे सगळाच तो एक म्हणजे शब्द जो आहे तो बायका ह्या अशा तुमचा ऍडव्हान्टेज घेतात हे वाक्य सगळीकडे ऐकायला यायला लागतात. आणि म्हणून मग कुठल्याही कन्सर्न मध्ये बाई ठेवताना 10 वेळा विचार केला जातो की आता हे काय करायचं. म्हणजे आता माझ्या ऑर्गनायझेशन मध्ये एनजीओ मध्ये मला जर समजा फॉरेस्ट डेव्हलपमेंट किंवा बायोडायव्हर्सिटीच्या ह्याच्यासाठी एखादी मुलगी आली तर मला 10 वेळा विचार करायला लागतो की हिला मला गार्ड म्हणजे त्या एरियामध्ये पाठवायला लागणार आहे फॉर रिसर्च, फॉर कंटूर सर्वे और फॉर एनी अदर थिंग. मग तिथे तिला जर समजा काही त्रास झाला किंवा काही झाला तर त्याची अल्टिमेट जबाबदारी ही माझ्यावरती आहे. आणि ती मुलगी जर समजा तितकी स्ट्रॉंग नसेल किंवा ती ऍडव्हान्टेज घेणारी असेल तर ते उलट माझ्यावर पण शकतं. सो देर आर मेनी. एक तर एनजीओ ना एक मोठा शाप आहे की जास्त म्हणजे फंडिंग असल्याशिवाय त्यांना लोक ठेवता येत नाहीत आणि लोक असली तरी त्यांना सफिशियंट पगार प्रत्येक वेळेला द्यायला लागतो, नाहीतर कोण आपल्याकडे काम करेल, नाही का. सो त्यामुळे तो सगळ्या गोष्टींचा सर्वांगीण विचार करताना एक चांगलं ऍटमॉस्फिअर कसं निर्माण करता येईल ही गोष्ट बघणं मला जास्त आवश्यक वाटतं.
Yes, thank you for your views. Yes, please, Rajashree. Unmute yourself. Unmute करा. हा.
आपण बरेच वेळा हे वाक्य बोलतो की बाई आणि पुरुष इक्वल आहेत आणि ह्याचे राईट्स त्याचे राईट्स आणि प्रत्येकाला न्याय मिळाला पाहिजे किंवा बायकांवर अन्याय होतो वगैरे. माझ्या मते हे फार महत्वाचं आहे की आपल्यावर जेव्हा अन्याय होतो असं कोणी म्हणतं तर तो खरंच अन्याय आहे का, म्हणजे तो अंडरस्टँड फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल की तुम्ही इक्वॅलिटी म्हणता म्हणजे पुरुषांना काही एक्स्ट्रा देता का किंवा तुम्हाला काही कमी मिळतं का. दुसरी गोष्ट म्हणजे ह्याची तुम्हाला तुमचं समाज जाणीव करून देतं का. म्हणजे कधी कधी काय होतं त्या बाईला काही वाटत नसतं पण बाकीचे लोक सांगत असतात तुला असं ट्रेट होतंय, तुला तसं होतंय, म्हणजे तो मोठं वेगळा असतो. तर हे ज्ञान करून घेणं की आपल्याला इक्वॅलिटी म्हणजे काय पाहिजे, खूप ह्याच्यावर डिस्कशन्स झाली आहेत आणि मी खूप ठिकाणी ह्याच्यावर बोलले पण आहे. पण मला असं वाटतं की आपण स्वतः आधी अंडरस्टँड केलं पाहिजे की आपल्यावर अन्याय होतोय का आणि आपण इक्वल नाही आहोत का. हे जोपर्यंत कळत नाही, जोपर्यंत आपण एज्युकेटेड स्वतःला करत नाही, तोपर्यंत आपण सारखं म्हणत राहणार की आपण कमी आहोत. म्हणजे जसं नेहमी म्हटलं जातं की हा हुशार आहे म्हणजे काही दुसरा कमी आहे असं होत नाही. दोन लोकांमध्ये हा हुशार आहे असं म्हटलं की दुसरा काही कमी नाही होत. तसं आपल्याकडे जेव्हा म्हटलं जातं बाई आणि पुरुष म्हणजे बायका खाली आणि पुरुष वर, हे एक जे स्टेटमेंट अध्यारूत आहे ते मला वाटतं हल्लीची नवीन जी पिढी आहे ती हे मानणार नाही, हे मानणार नाही. बऱ्याच प्रमाणामध्ये आपल्याला हा चेंज झालेला दिसतोय. तो कशामुळे झाला, डेफिनेटली एज्युकेशनमुळे झाला. आणखीन ही एज्युकेशन किंवा ही जी मानसिकता आहे ती त्यांच्या पेरेंट मध्ये जास्त दिसली की त्यांनी आपल्या मुलांना किंवा मुलाला किंवा मुलीला असं कधीच शिकवलं नाही वर आहे आणि तो वर आहे किंवा ह्या प्रकारचं शिक्षण तू घ्यायचं नाहीस, दुसऱ्याने घ्यायचं. तर मला असं वाटतं की ही सुरुवात होते ती घरापासूनच होते. घरामध्ये जेव्हा डिफरन्सिएशन केलं जातं मुलगा आणि मुलीमध्ये, तेव्हा त्या मुलीला किंवा मुलाला दोघांनाही कळत नसतं. पण जेव्हा कुठलीही गोष्ट आपण वारंवार करतो तेव्हा ती अल्टिमेटली ऍक्सेप्टेड होते. म्हणजे हा हुशार आहे हुशार आहे हुशार आहे म्हटलं की तो हुशार असतो आणि मग तो नंतर फेल झाला तरी तो हुशारच असतो, कारण त्याला तेव्हा ताप आला असतो म्हणून तो परीक्षेला नापास होतो. म्हणजे एक जे डोक्यामध्ये आपल्याला बसतं की नाही ही गोष्ट अशीच आहे किंवा खूप जण म्हणतात, तेव्हा ती आपण त्याला मान्यता देतो. तर मला असं पर्सनली असं खूप वाटतं की प्रत्येक वेळेला आपण ह्याच्यावर जागरूकता आणली पाहिजे. पेरेंट्स मध्ये, पेरेंट्स म्हटल्यावर दोघही जण आले, आई आणि वडील, की तुमची जी ट्रीटमेंट टू द चाइल्ड आहे ती इक्वल असायला पाहिजे. दुसरं क्षेत्र आहे जे ते शाळेपासून सुरुवात करतात, तिथे त्यांना कधीही वेगळं ट्रीट करता कामा नये. दोघं एका समान प्लॅटफॉर्मवर जर राहिली तर त्यांच्यामध्ये हा वेगळा भाव कधी उद्भवणारच नाही. त्याच्या पुढची स्टेज म्हणजे कॉलेज आली. कॉलेजमध्ये येईपर्यंत मुलगा आणि मुलीला बऱ्याचशा गोष्टींची माहिती असते. आजकाल तर गुगलवर एवढं ज्ञान मिळतं की पुस्तकं त्यांनी वाचणं विसरूनच गेलेले आहेत किंवा कोणी काही शिकवलं तरी त्याच्यामध्ये आम्हाला माहितीये, वी नो असं म्हणण्यात येतं. पण मला वाटतं असे जे तुमचे सेशन्स आहेत त्या प्रकारचे जर काही इन्फॉर्मेटिव्ह सेशन्स झाले की जे शाळांमधनं झाले किंवा एक काय म्हणतो आपले सामान्य स्त्रिया आणि पुरुषांमध्ये झाले, तर ते आपण बेसिक लेवलला बिल्ड करू की बोथ आर इक्वल. म्हणजे तो बायस येणारच नाही. का नाही करायचं आणि का ती करू शकते ह्याची जेव्हा त्या आई वडिलांना जाणीव होईल किंवा ते समजतील माझ्या मते, तेव्हा आपोआपच कोणाला म्हणायलाच लागणार नाही की आम्हाला इक्वॅलिटी पाहिजे. हे मला नेहमी वाटतं की आपण एखाद्या गोष्टींवरनं सतत भांडतो किंवा असं म्हणतो आम्ही कमी नाही, आम्ही हे नाही, तर त्याची सुरुवात ही काही गोष्टी मी नाही करू शकणार अशापासूनच होते आणि ती शेवटी सारखं सांगितल्यामुळे ती ऍक्सेप्टेड होते आणि ती एकदा ऍक्सेप्ट झाली की मग ती पुढे तशीच राहते. मग त्याच्यातनं चळवळ करून काही बायका बाहेर येतात आणि त्या परत ज्ञान द्यायला लागतात लोकांना. पण हे जर मोठ्या स्केलवर झालं तर माझ्या मते समाजामध्ये एक वेगळ्या प्रकारचं एक स्वास्थ्य होईल. कोणीही प्रत्येक माणूस हा इक्वल राहील. त्याची ग्रोथ चांगली होईल असं मला वाटतं. त्यामुळे घरापासून सुरुवात केली पाहिजे. पण सुरुवात करायची म्हणजे काय करायचं, तर ज्यांना त्याच्यामध्ये चांगलं काउन्सेलिंग करता येतं, ज्यांना काही चांगलं सांगता येतं विथ एक्झाम्पल्स. कधीही आपण जोपर्यंत एक्झाम्पल देत नाही तोपर्यंत समोरचा माणूस ते ऍक्सेप्ट करत नाही. त्यामुळे ते समोर दिलेलं एक्झाम्पल, त्याच्यातनं झालेली ही तफावत कशी नाही आहे हे जेव्हा सांगितलं जाईल. आता आपल्या पॅनलवर डॉक्टर आहेत आणि काही गोष्टी सांगितल्या की नाही, काही गोष्टी पुरुषांमध्ये अशा असतात, काही बायकांमध्ये असतात, तर ते आपोआपच ते एज्युकेशन जास्त पूरक करेल असं मला वाटतं. त्यामुळे
Very true.
एज्युकेशन
Very true.
विल गिव्ह द रिअल काय म्हणतो, त्याची डेप्थ जास्त आपल्याला दिसणार नाही. हळूहळू कमी होईल. मी असं म्हणत नाही इमिजिएटली इफेक्ट होईल. पण जो काही आता आपण बघतो आहोत समाजामधला झालेला बदल, मुलगा आणि मुलगी हल्लीचे जे कॉलेजमध्ये असतात त्यांच्यामधली त्यांची बोलण्याची एक पद्धत एकमेकांशी किंवा त्यांचं वागणं, त्यांचे मिळून मिसळून वागणं किंवा त्यांना जी काही इक्वॅलिटी मिळते आणि ते
Correct
असं
आहे.
कधी म्हणतच नाही आम्हाला नाही मिळत वगैरे, हे जास्त बोललं जातं आधीच्या काळातल्या बायकांमध्ये.
बरोबर आहे. बरोबर आहे.
आणि कारण त्यांनी ते अनुभवलेलं आहे. तर मला वाटतं स्लोली आपण याचा प्रचार जास्त केला काही माध्यमांमधनं तर वी कॅन अचीव्ह.
Yes, correct. So I guess Priya and Shubhada, you also wanted to say something, right? बोला ना.
मला असं वाटतं की जेंडर इक्वॅलिटी मध्ये आपण शाळेच्या मुलांपासून, म्हणजे जसं की 2-3 वर्षापर्यंत मुलांना माहित नसतं आपण मुलगा आहोत की मुलगी आहोत, हे आपण इंट्रोड्यूस करतो त्यांना. तर जेव्हा ते स्कूल्स मध्ये जातात तेव्हा मुलींचा स्कूल ड्रेस वेगळा असतो आणि मुलांचा स्कूल ड्रेस वेगळा असतो. इथून डिफरन्शिएट व्हायला सुरुवात होते. तर व्हेरी फर्स्ट मला असं वाटतं की एक समान स्कूल ड्रेस असावा मुला मुलींसाठी, जो की कन्व्हिनियंट असेल दोघांसाठी रुटीन मध्ये घालायला. याच्याने काय होईल की तू वेगळा आणि मी वेगळी असं त्यांचं जे मेंटली डिफरन्शिएट व्हायला सुरुवात होती ती बंद होईल. आणि बायकांबाबतीत मी असं म्हणेन की त्यांना इक्वॅलिटी तर हवी असते, पण बसमध्ये चढल्यानंतर जर कोणी उठून जागा दिली तर त्यांना ती हवी असते. मग इथे का त्यांना त्यांचं बाईपण सिद्ध करावं वाटतं की नाही, तू पुरुष आहेस ना, तू उभे राहा, मी मात्र बसते. तुम्ही पण उभं राहा ना. तेवढी स्ट्रेंथ वाढवा स्वतःची की तुम्ही एक 10 किलोमीटर 25 किलोमीटर उभं राहून प्रवास करू शकाल. इथे ज्या वेळेला आपण आपलं बाईपण दाखवतो ते दाखवायला नाही पाहिजे. जर तुम्हाला जेंडर इक्वॅलिटी मध्ये उतरायचंय, रुजायचंय तर. आणि त्याच्यानंतर एक गोष्ट की जी हल्लीची मुलं मुली आहेत ती बऱ्यापैकी इक्वल समजतात एकमेकांना, पण तरीही जर बाई बॉस असेल तर ती त्यांना कुठंतरी नकोशी असते. हा अनुभवाचा विषय आहे आणि हा अनुभवला पण आहे. इतर ठिकाणी पण बघते की जर बाई बॉस असेल तर बाकी त्याचे कलिग्स थोडेसे गॉसिप करतात तिच्याबद्दल, अरे यार ऐसी आहे. तर हे जोपर्यंत म्हणजे मनातून, म्हणजे आपल्याला वाटणार नाही की ओके ती जास्त म्हणजे शिक्षणाने म्हणा किंवा कशाने म्हणा की ती जास्त लायक आहे या पोस्टसाठी माझ्यापेक्षा, म्हणून ती बॉस आहे. हे जेव्हा आपण जेंडर वाईज न बघता एक ह्युमन म्हणून बघायला सुरुवात करू तेव्हा थोडी आपण ह्याच्यामध्ये प्रोग्रेस करू असं मला वाटतं. पण सगळ्यात आधी आपण जो डिफरन्शिएट ड्रेसिंग मध्ये करतो मुलांचे, तो हळूहळू बंद व्हायला पाहिजे. आणि तो जेव्हा आपण अगदी 3ऱ्या-4थ्या वर्षापासून मुलांना शिकवू की तुम्ही दोघं इक्वल आहात, जगामध्ये 2च जाती आहेत, एक स्त्री आणि एक पुरुष, आणि ते तुम्हीच दोघं आहात जगामध्ये, बाकी कुणी नाही. त्याच्यामुळे तुम्ही एकमेकांशी पूरक आहात, इक्वल आहात, हे जेव्हा आपण सांगायला सुरुवात करू मुलांना अगदी 5व्या-6व्या वर्षापासून, त्यावेळेला आपण 1-2 पावलं पुढे जाऊ असं मला नक्की वाटतं.
Right, correct. So, Priya, yes, you please give your opinion.
शॉर्ट मध्ये जेंडर इक्वालिटी ही फक्त एम्पॉवरमेंट येऊ शकते, मेल असो किंवा फिमेल असो. सगळ्या ऍस्पेक्टनी जेव्हा त्यांची एम्पॉवरमेंट होते त्यावेळेस ती जेंडर इक्वालिटी आपल्याला साध्य करता येईल. माझ्या इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये मी ही काळजी घेते की कुठली फिमेल जी जॉब करते माझ्याकडे, तिला डिग्निटी, रिस्पेक्ट असलाच पाहिजे. माझ्याकडे 90% फिमेल स्टाफ आहे आणि माझ्यासाठी तर ते माझ्या मुलांसारखे सगळे सेम आहेत, मेल असो फिमेल असो. पण घरापासून बरोबर ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी सुरू होतात आणि लहानपणी ज्या गोष्टी आपल्याला सांगितल्या जातात त्या मोठ्यापणी पण आपण फॉलो करतो सबकॉन्शियसली, म्हणजे त्या इतक्या इन्स्टिल होऊन जातात आपल्यामध्ये की आपण चेंज नाही होऊ शकत पटकन. पण लकीली आमच्या फॅमिलीमध्ये असं नसल्यामुळे इवन माय सन इज ट्रीटेड इक्वली लाईक हिज फिमेल फ्रेंड्स. तर तो एक फरक मी बघते. आणि मला असं वाटतं की एक हेल्थ इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये मी असल्यामुळे जेंडर इक्वालिटी मी जिथे जास्त बघितली ती आहे हेल्थ रिलेटेड इश्यूज मध्ये. फिमेल्सला एनकरेज केलं जात नाही, त्यांचे हेल्थ प्रॉब्लेम शेअर करण्यासाठी त्यांना वेळेत ट्रीटमेंट दिल्या जात नाही आणि ते डिले होऊन मे बी जास्त मेजर प्रॉब्लेम्स व्हायला लागतात त्यावेळेस. आणि हे सपरेशन किंवा ह्या गोष्टी फॅमिलीमध्येच असतात. आई सांगते की ओके कोणाला सांगू नको, आपण बघू, असं बऱ्याच ठिकाणी मी बघितलेलं आहे. किंवा 4 दिवसांनी बघू. तर प्रायोरिटी दिली जात नाही फिमेल हेल्थला. आणि मोस्टली रुरल एरियाजमध्ये, शुभदा विल अग्री विथ दॅट, तिथे जास्त प्रायोरिटी नसल्यामुळे फिमेल्सला बरेच हेल्थ प्रॉब्लेम्स आणि हेल्थ इश्यूज आणि मॉर्टॅलिटी रेट पण असू शकतो. त्याच्यामुळे डिलिव्हरीज मी बघितल्यात की रोडवर सुद्धा झालेल्या आहेत रुरल एरियाजमध्ये. सो RH मध्ये वगैरे असताना तर हे प्रायोरिटी न दिल्यामुळे फिमेल हेल्थला असं होतं. तर इथे आपण जेंडर इक्वालिटी आणण्यासाठी फिमेल हेल्थ एक प्रायोरिटी बनलं पाहिजे माझ्या मते.
व्हेरी ट्रू, व्हेरी ट्रू. ते खरंच सिरियसली घ्यायला पाहिजे ऍक्च्युली फिमेलची.
प्रियांच्या बोलण्यावर मी एक सांगू इच्छिते की माझ्या स्वतःच्या सेक्टरमध्ये जेव्हा दिवसभर पुरुष आणि बाई दोघे जण इक्वल काम करतात, पण काम 6:30 वाजता काम बंद झाल्यानंतर पुरुष माणसं काय करतात, बाहेर ठेवलेले एका कॉटवर मस्तपैकी अवेलेबल झाली तर दारू नाहीतर बिडी पीत राहतात आणि बायका मात्र स्वयंपाक करतात संध्याकाळचा. म्हणजे ही दिवसभराचा मजुरी करून पुन्हा त्यांना स्वयंपाक तर करायलाच लागतो. इव्हन ते स्वतःचं ताट सुद्धा वाढून घेत नाहीत मेल्स. म्हणजे हा जो फरक आहे ना, मग बायकांची स्ट्रेंथ कमी असते. जर एखादी बाई 8 तास मजुरी करून पुन्हा स्वयंपाक करू शकते, पुन्हा ती भांडी घासून ठेवू शकते, तर तिची स्ट्रेंथ नक्कीच जास्त आहे पुरुषापेक्षा, कारण तो तर लगेच आराम घेतो. तर ही इक्वॅलिटी जेव्हा आपण मनातून आजमावू ना, की तू घरी गेल्यानंतर मी भाजी करीन, तू भाकरी कर, ही जेव्हा इक्वॅलिटी येईल तेव्हा उजाडेल असं मला वाटतं. आणि त्याच्यावर एक छोटीशी कविता मी सांगेन की सकाळी तुझ्या गाढ झोपेमध्ये तुझ्या अंगावरून हात फिरवताना तुझ्या शरीराची गोलाई पाहून माझ्या पाठी तीव्र सणक आली. तुझ्या शरीराची गोलाई पाहून माझ्या पाठीत तीव्र सणक आली. मी खिडकी उघडली, मला नक्कीच वाटलं उजडायला अजून फार वेळ आहे. याचा अर्थ की बाई तर बाई होते, डे बाय डे एखादी मुलगी स्त्रीत्व प्राप्त करते, पण ती ह्युमन म्हणून ऍक्सेप्ट व्हायला अजून फार वेळ आहे.
वेळ लागतो. करेक्ट आहे, करेक्ट.
जायला फार वेळ आहे.
राईट.
येस राजश्री.
एज्युकेशन
आता आपल्याकडे खूप कमी वेळ राहिला आहे. सो
एक
ऍक्च्युली प्लीज शॉर्ट मध्ये
एक गोष्ट
दोघेही
मला
बोला. हो.
मला एक गोष्ट विचारायची आहे त्या मॅडमना, की त्यांची काय कंपनी आहे तिथे लेबर बायका आणि पुरुष दोन्ही आहेत. तर माझ्या नॉलेज प्रमाणे पुरुषांना जास्त पगार दिला जातो आणि बाईला तेवढेच तास काम करून कमी पगार दिला जातो. तर त्यांच्या या फर्म मध्ये ते इक्वल देतात का त्या कमी अधिक करतात?
त्याचं कसं असतं की बिल्डर असोसिएशन म्हणून एक असोसिएशन असतं, त्याचे काही रूल्स आहेत, ते फॉलो करावे लागतात. हे माझ्या मनाविरुद्ध घडतं, पण वी हॅव टू फॉलो द रूल्स. की जे असोसिएशननी जे रूल्स दिलेले आहेत की लेबर्सला हा वेजेस द्यावा, तर तो फॉलो करावा लागतो. पण येस,
सॉरी शुभदा बोला.
तेव्हा काहीतरी अचीव्ह केल्यासारखं मलाही वाटतं.
येस विनीता, तुम्ही काहीतरी बोला होता, फक्त क्विकली बोला.
नाही, मला काहीच नाही. मला फक्त म्हणायचं होतं की एज्युकेशननी हा सगळा, म्हणजे आपण अर्बन एरियाज मधली लोक का आता जेंडर बॅलन्सवर किंवा इक्वॅलिटी वरती आलो, कारण आपल्याला एज्युकेशन आहे. आणि मी माझ्या ऑर्गनायझेशन पुरता मी एक नियम ठेवलेला आहे की अगदी जरी त्यांचा एक रेट ठरलेला असेल बाई आणि पुरुषांचा, तरी मी त्या दोघांना इक्वल पेमेंट देते. हे मी माझ्या पुरतं केलेलं आहे. आणि ते डेली वेजेसवर जरी असले तर मी 300 रुपये माणसाला देत असले तर 300 रुपये बाईला देते. एवढा बदल मी माझ्या पुरता केलाय. आणि महिला दिवसाच्या दिवशी माझ्या ऑफिस मधल्या, माझ्या घरातल्या सगळ्या मोलकरणींना सुट्टी देते आणि त्यांना घेऊन बाहेर जेवायला जाते. हे मी दरवर्षी करते गेले अनेक वर्ष.
That's great.
That's nice.
That's great. Okay, thank you very much. Actually आपल्याकडं ऍक्च्युली इंटरनेटचा प्रॉब्लेम आल्यामुळे खूप लोक जॉईन नाही होऊ शकलेले. खूप लोक ऍक्च्युली मधनं त्यांना जावं लागलं कारण त्यांच्याकडे इंटरनेटचे प्रॉब्लेम्स आहेत. सो त्यांनी मेसेजेस पाठवलेले आहे की दे विल बी आस्किंग सम क्वेश्चन्स, दे विल सेंड इट टू अस, आणि आम्ही तुम्हाला ते ऍक्च्युली फॉरवर्ड करू आणि तुमच्याकडनं जे काही आन्सर्स येतील ती आम्ही त्यांना पास ऑन करू. अगेन ऍज आय सेड अर्लियर ऑल्सो की मी स्वतः वुमन्स डे साठी म्हणून किंवा सगळ्या ऍक्च्युली वुमेनच्या आपापल्या स्टोरीज असतात आणि त्या सगळ्या स्ट्रगल मधून बाहेर आलेल्या असतात. सो आय विल बी स्टार्टिंग वन युट्यूब चॅनल ओनली डेडिकेटेड टू वुमन, आणि तिथं आपण परत एकदा भेटू आणि सगळ्यांच्या स्टोरीज तिथं 100% डिटेल्स मध्ये घेऊ. ओके, थँक्यू व्हेरी मच. मी OHR कडनं सगळ्यांना थँक्यू व्हेरी मच म्हणते.
Just one addition from my side. Yeah.
Yes.
See, today for whatever reason, due to less connectivity or this continuous holidays, numbers are less. But someone has said that number is not important. Matter is very important.
Very.
So today's subject matter is very important, and all they have participated very well.
Correct.
OHR will definitely support this movement. This will not be the one-time occasion.
In fact, Prashant,
if you all people support us, so OHR is very open to have any type of such a initiative.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Here just I want to tell you that this should not be remain only one-time discussion. की वुमन डे आहे, मग त्या दिवशी आपण बोललो आणि चला बरं वाटलं आणि मग 364 दिवस अगेन ये रे माझ्या मागल्या, तसं न होता इफ यू वर्कआउट समथिंग कॉन्क्रीट, मॅडमच्या भाषेत नाही का.
प्रशांत, ऍक्च्युली आय वुड से की आपण एखादा ऑफलाईन प्रोग्राम हा घ्यायला पाहिजे, कारण ऑनलाईन वेबिनार्सला खरंच अटेंडन्स कमी असतात. अँड वेअर वी नो की OHRच्या ऑफलाईन प्रोग्राम्सना ऍक्च्युली खूप लोक येतात and they love to actually
online
listen to the
also they
speakers.
come, but I don't know today due to this Holi and other things, no, people are busy in their festival. Okay, but we have discussed many important things.
Ujjwala madam, Dr. Mohite is here from Baramati.
Yes, please.
कारण सगळ्यात प्रथम तुम्हा सगळ्यांचं अभिनंदन. मन मोकळ्या गोष्टी तुम्ही मांडल्यात आणि मला विशेष करून सांगायला हरकत नाही की मी स्वतः जे माझं कॉलेज रन करतो त्या कॉलेजमध्ये मी 90% मुली कामाला ठेवलेल्या आहेत. मी ते जेंडर इक्वेलिटीच्या वरती जातोय. मला मुलींना जर एम्पावर करायचं असेल तर माझ्या मार्केटिंगच्या सगळ्या मुली मॅडम आणि सगळ्यांना पगार सारखा देतो. माझ्या पुरुषाला पण पगार थोडाच आहे, तसं माझ्या मुलीला पण पगार तसाच आहे. आणि दुसरी गोष्ट की मी सांगायला हरकत नाही की मी संपूर्ण भारतामध्ये पूर्णपणे वुमन मेंटॉरिंगच्या रिलेटेडचं बिझनेस मेंटॉरिंगचं काम करतोय. त्यामुळे येस आणि मी त्याच्यात माझी डॉक्टरेट आहे. त्यामुळे विनिता मॅडम, त्याचप्रमाणे बाकीच्या राजश्री मॅडम, त्याचप्रमाणे शुभदा मॅडम ज्या बोलल्यात, त्यांना कधी कुठं काही गरज लागली तर कधीही त्यांनी कॉल करावा. कारण OHR ग्रुप हा फक्त कार्यक्रम करण्यासाठी नाही, तो प्रॅक्टिकली कनेक्टिव्हिटी करून एम्पावरिंग करण्यासाठी. आणि आय एम व्हेरी थँकफुल की तुम्ही लोकांनी खूप सुंदर सांगितलं आणि आम्ही तुम्हाला पाठिंबा देण्यासाठी नव्हे तर आम्ही तुमचं ऐकण्यासाठी आणि आमच्यामध्ये काही बदल करू शकतो का हे आम्ही शेअर करणार. म्हणजे हे नुसतं आम्ही आता इथून घेऊन ना, आमचा टेक अवे हा असेल की रिअली द वुमन इज एम्पावरिंग हरसेल्फ बट मच मोर, जसं म्हणाले विनिता मॅम की एज्युकेशनची गरज आहे. आणि फंडामेंटली माझ्या कॉलेजचं नावच आहे तिरंगा एज्युकेशन कॉलेज ऑफ ॲनिमेशन अँड VFX, पण माझं तिरंगा फाउंडेशन, मी आय वर्क फॉर माय नेशन म्हणजे आणि मुलींसाठी काम मोठं एम्पावरिंगचं आहे. नक्कीच आपण अक्रॉस करू. आणि प्रशांत आणि आपण पुन्हा एकदा एक चांगला प्रोग्राम तुम्ही वर्षभरासाठी वर्कआउट करा मॅडम आणि हे कंटिन्यू ठेवा. इक्वेलिटी ही कंटिन्युटी आणू की जिथे तुमच्यासारखे इंटेलेक्च्युअल लोक येतील. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.
सो वी कॅन से की आपल्याला या प्रोग्राम मधनं काहीतरी फ्रुटफुल पण करायचंय पुढे. इट इज नॉट ओनली अ सेशन बट इट शुड गेट सम फ्रुटफुल. येस,
जेंडर इक्वालिटीसाठी रूरल एरियामध्ये आपण सगळ्या जणी आलात तर
मॅडम आम्ही लातूरला नक्की व्हिजिट देऊ मॅडम.
So OHR through we will try to connect everyone and we will try to literally schedule something or plan out something fruitfully. Vidya, yes, you want to say something? We are not able to hear you, Vidya.
प्रोग्राम मध्ये ऐकू येतोय आवाज?
हा बोला.
आजच्या प्रोग्राम मध्ये ना नेहमीपेक्षा समथिंग वेगळं दुसरं काहीतरी ऐकायला मिळालं आणि त्यातल्या त्यात जे प्रॅक्टिकली घडतंय आता ती माहिती मिळाली. ते ऐकून म्हणजे खरंच एक अप्रिशिएट करण्यासारखं वाटलं मला. अजून असे काहीतरी छान माहिती मिळाली ना तर खूप भारी वाटेल.
Yes.
खूप छान माहिती दिली त्याबद्दल.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you all the speakers you came here and actually you shared your experiences. Thank you all attendees also, and definitely we will try to do something fruitful here onwards. Thank you so much. Good night.
Bye. And happy weekend. Happy weekend to all.
Happy weekend to all.
Thank you.